Hi guys, it's Wednesday, April 17th, and I've been out for the past 2 days, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the messages that you guys left. My daughter's back at home now and doing so much better, so thank you. And I'm so sorry for getting behind on my responsibilities for the course, so I'm getting caught up, hopefully today. So I'll email you back. I know a bunch of people have sent me repeated emails, so maybe you didn't see my message that I wasn't in for the past 2 days, but I'll get back to you now. So let's switch this camera around. There we go. And let me tell you some stuff. Okay, so I finished the midterm reports, and you can find out your mark by heading over to this marks icon. So this is what we call the nav bar. This icon right here will take you to the marks. Yay, it's now a web page. Okay, I was really working on that and it was like downloading it to a PDF. So cool, if this works, that's awesome. I don't know if it works for you, but it just worked for me. Okay, so I just organized you guys by code name and I shuffled up the order so it's not alphabetical. So yeah, you just find your name somewhere here. I emailed every single person in the class what their code name is. So if you're like, I don't know my code name, go to your email. It's there, I promise. And then you can see what you got on. You should already know what you got on everything, but then the yellow columns is kind of what I gave you for your Unit 1 and 2 marks, although I'm not done Unit 2. The Linear Relations assignment, I haven't finished marking all of those, so I am almost done. So once I'm done, I'll publish them so you can see your marks. They look good. And then that'll change your overall mark. Because the thing that's worth pretty much the whole marks in each unit is this final assignment. So the rest is kind of for practice and feedback. And then this like algebra test and linear relations assignment, that's where your marks are coming from. Because, you know, it's nice to get practice and feedback throughout the whole unit. And then the final ones, you're like, hey, did you do this right? But in the meantime, this linear relations mark over here is not extremely accurate because I just based it on the practice assignments mostly. So sorry about that. And then this green overall mark is just a kind of like an average of your 2 units. So they're not super accurate and they're very fluid. They'll change all the time. So your midterm mark is going to be way outdated by the time you actually get your midterm report card. I apologize, but you guys have your most up-to-date marks because they'll show here. It's live, so when I edit this document, you'll see it. Okay, what else about marks? I don't, like, if you have a 92 on the algebra test and you're not happy with it, I think that's too bad because that's an awesome mark. And then if you don't get 100% in grade 9 math, that's okay. Because you know what, universities and college, like, they're not looking at your grade 9 math marks. And the goal is not just, I don't think, well, I don't know, maybe your goal is to get 100, but I would hope that you just want to understand everything in grade 9 and then some so that you're really prepared for grade 10. So I would like to see you just improving throughout the whole course and then just really doing an amazing job on your exam and EQAO, which is where 30% of your marks will come from. Okay, so if you're like ever thinking you want to redo something that's not a final assignment, like I had a few emails saying, hey, can I redo my rate of change assignment because I didn't do well and I didn't understand the question, and now that you gave me some feedback, I get it. I'd rather you not, because it's not even really worth marks. So it's just a waste of your time and my time, honestly. Like, just the fact that you can read the feedback and learn from it and then apply that feedback to future things, that would be the goal. It wouldn't be to fix something that I've already told you what to fix. What's the point? Well, sorry, that's not true. There is a point. I mean, you should do that, but then I'm not going to remark it. Okay, so basically, we're not really redoing things. Like, once they're in, they're in. So do a good job, like, looking things over. Now, if you did a horrible job on a final assignment and you really didn't understand it, then that's a different story. Then let's work together and fix up your mark. So if you completely failed the test and you want to fix it up, then you should. And we should figure out what went wrong and, like, let's get that together. Okay, so any specific mark questions, feel free to email me. Let's get out of here. Back to the homepage. Okay, so that's the mark chat. Oh, I would like to just say thank you so much for those, like, I don't know, 15 people that actually did this learning skills midterm report. I was just really curious how you thought you were doing with independent work collaboration and stuff. Also, I'm not really super sure, like, I find it hard to know organization wise. Like, I can see if you keep up with course due dates, but I don't know if you have an organized binder, and like, you could be a super scattered person, but like still keep up to date. I mean, I don't think I'm the best judge for that one. So I found it very helpful to see what you guys put for here, and I really liked your comments too. Thank you so much for taking the time to do that form. And I feel like someone gave me a comment that they really liked the messages in the activity feed of telling you what to do every day, and they wanted me to not stop that. And like, bad timing because I didn't do that for the past 2 days, but I really like it. So thanks, Phoebe, for the idea for like posting a video every Monday in the activity feed, and then like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, just kind of posting what you should be doing each day. I like that format a lot, so I'm going to keep doing it. Okay, so this is going to be the longest video ever. What should we be working on? So I finally finished the Unit 3 checklist. So sorry for the delay. And the calendar. So here's the calendar down here. So April 17th, you should be on Activity 2. So let's just go up to the content. Head in there, and if you're completely done Unit 1 and 2, which you should be by now, then you're on Unit 3, Analytic Geometry. Activity 1 was all about linear versus nonlinear relations. So you had to work your way through this. You kind of investigated a bunch of graphs in this and watched a video or two. We looked at different forms of linear equations, so like slope-intercept form, standard form, just like kind of the way that we write linear relations. And we tried to manipulate like the ways that we write it and talked about slope and y-intercept. And then there was a practice assignment. So hopefully you've had a chance to do that and check your answers for the practice assignment. And you should be working on Unit 2 now. So Activity 2. You should be working on Activity 2. So Activity 2 is all about slope. So it's just talking about what slope is. It's the same as rate of change. It's the rise over the run. It talks about what slope is. There's a presentation. If any of these don't work for you guys, they work best on a laptop, I have to say. But if they're not working, let me know, and I'll do what I did last time and just videotape it for you. Okay, so Activity 2 is all about slope and how to calculate the slope of a line, also how to calculate the slope going through 2 points, and there's some videos. If you notice anyone else's voice on the videos, I wonder if this is one of them. Yeah, this guy. So he was my student teacher last year, and so I actually he made this video, so I just stole his video. You can tell me if you like his videos better than mine. Okay, so then Activity 2 has a practice assignment, which is what you should be finishing today. So that's your goal. I've had some real internet problems. Anyone else? Like last night I was doing the checklist and then 0 internet. But maybe that's just my house. Okay, so I don't know if this is ever going to load, but there's a practice assignment on slope. Yes. And, oh, that's what it is. It's I'm going to click on it. It's the thatquiz.org website, so you can find your name. Hopefully it's there. In this, seems kind of short. If your name's not there, you can use student A, B, or C and just send me an email and say, Miss, I'm student A. That'd be cool to know. So then you go in here and you complete your quiz, and it's just all about how to find slopes of lines. And there's a second one, so you can click on the second link, find your name, and there's 2 practice quizzes. And they'll give you some feedback, and then I can also see what you did on them, which is helpful for me. So you want to get that totally done by today, and then the rest of the week we'll be working on Activity 3, I think, is all we get to this week. Activity 3, making connections. So that's our goal for this week, so we only have 1 more day, and then it's a 4-day Easter weekend, so that'll be nice. So just to show you the checklist, if you go in here, checklist, there's a Unit 3 checklist, which we'll preview, new window. And I have just put the due dates on here so you can check them off as you complete them. And as you can see by this checklist, we're aiming to have the entire unit done by Friday, May the 3rd, which, if I just pull up my little calendar here, can you guys see this calendar? I don't know. That puts us at 3 weeks to do this whole unit. And then we just have two units left, geometry and measurement. Okay. Whew. There you go. So, I think that's it. That's everything you need to know for Unit 3 so far. Dropbox assignments, just another, please put everything in the appropriate Dropbox because I'm just having a hard time with a few people's assignments on, like, I'm still missing a few people's things and they're in the wrong Dropboxes. And I have sometimes rubrics associated with Dropboxes. So if they're in the wrong ones, then I can't move them, only you can. And, yeah, then it's just harder to mark. So I haven't been doing that. I've just been asking you to move them, but some people haven't been moving them. So if you could take ownership of your mark, and if you think, hey, man, I got a 75, but I actually, handed everything in, I shouldn't have a 75, then send me an email and directly comment on, Miss, in Unit 2, Linear Relations, the Making Conclusions assignment, I should not have a 65. I should have this because this. So just be specific, and then it makes it a lot easier for me. Okay, so for Unit 3, the two things you're handing in to the Dropbox are the Activity 3 Making Connections practice assignment and then the final assignment. So just make sure they go in the correct Dropboxes. Unit 2, I see what you mean, like this one was above this one. So like, the final assignment was up here, so some people handed it into the wrong thing, but you can avoid that by just taking your time, read the title, go slow. Awesome. Don't go too slow though, because you don't want to get too behind. All right, thanks guys. And again, I'm so sorry about the last 2 days or 4 days. I don't know, it's pretty off track since last week. So email me if you think I've forgotten your email. I'm going to try to get back to everyone today. Thank you.